Hi, so these stunning snowy mountains come on the way to Queenstown. The airport of Queenstown is small but very cute. And this is the view from our hotel. The views in Queenstown look like a postcard or some beautiful paintings. But today I'm going to show you some other nearby town, and I'm wearing a maroon turtleneck sweater along with the beige corduroy jacket. So here we all get ready and sit in our van. As it was a family trip, so we hired a big van. It has a capacity of 10 or 12 people. Here you can see the cute flocks of sheep and adorable landscape. And here we finally arrived at Arrowtown. We parked near the library and the telephone booth. Arrowtown is considered one of the cutest towns of New Zealand. When I was walking through the city center or market area, I was just blown up by its beauty. It just looked like a fairy tale town. The architect of these buildings are so aesthetic and colorful. We visited Arrowtown last July, so it was a winter and fall there. So now I'm going to show you the Chinese settlement area. So these are the houses in which Chinese people used to live. This area is famous for gold mining and gold panning. And there were stories that those Chinese settlers were not well treated and well paid. They get really less wages for their hard work. And 6 or 7 people are forced to live in one tiny hut, and all of them need to use a one common washroom. The big house which I show you early was the house of the leader. These tiny huts belongs to the Chinese workers, and most of them were made with the stones. Roofs are usually made with the steel lid, and some has a steel door and some has a wooden door. Although this Chinese settler village have been restored, but it gives quite classy and cute vibe. And you will feel like you are walking through some Disney stories village or some storybook village. So the whole village was spread around 5 minutes walk. We took a lot of photos there and enjoyed the cute storybook village. And Musa is wearing red puffer jacket along with navy blue pants and cap. So it was quite cold and chilly at that time, so most of us were wearing caps. And Musa is becoming a big boy. He wants to walk by his own. He don't want us to hold him. So here finally the Chinese village ends. So now we are going on the other side of the village. From village we walk around 2 minutes and then we finally reach to the Arrow River, from which Chinese settler used to do the gold panning. We walk along the river for a while and then we finally find the wooden log to go to the other side. You can see some long cylindrical things. These are some plantation done by Chinese. And the whole road was covered with the thin snow. Rust and brown trees along with the snowy road were just a treat to watch. Musa gets so excited when he see that glittery white snow. He just want to play with it and he was running here and there. And we got a good photos in that snowy path. And the background is my absolute favorite. So here me and Musa were sitting near the river, and our photo here turned out so dreamy and magical. There was a tiny small bridge over there. We crossed and moved to the other side. If you want, you can also book your gold panning with Lake District Museum. Here we come to the city center again, and the market is so cozy, adorable and worth watching. Lot of cafes and other shops are available here to do the window shopping. So let me take you to the kids heaven. So this is the candy shop over there. It's so colorful and vibrant. You will find the tons of candies in huge variety over there. Heaps of chocolate and cookies are also available there. So I bought a chocolate because I'm not a big fan of candies anyway. This green stone is really precious over here. So many accessories, jewelries and decors are made with this. Look at that cute vibey place. Here you can see that Musa is enjoying and walking on the stone hedge. He just loves to walk on the stone hedge.
7, 8, and 9.
So here we finally reached to the Arrowtown Museum. As you have noticed that the old-fashioned well was inserted in the entrance and other antique and ancient tools were displayed which they used for gold panning. So here there are some fridge magnet souvenirs. So here is the art gallery and you can see the colorful and beautiful southern light over here. You can see the southern light in South Island, but it can be seen only in specific times. For southern light glazing, you should also be little away from population and town. So here are some painting, coaster and other stuff which you can buy from here. Everything is so traditional and display rich Kiwi culture. So for the museum there was also an entrance ticket, so we don't went inside the museum. So here you can see that later on I also visit some souvenir shops. There are some stones and lot of traditional things and I end up buying the Arrowtown fridge magnet and we put it on our fridge once we reach back. From cafe we got our coffee and hot chocolate with our homemade kebab wraps. Before wrapping up our Arrowtown trip, I just take advantage to have some photos in that telephone booth. Hope you have enjoyed and definitely put Arrowtown in your traveling bucket list.